Let the adventure begin. And I think, as the saying goes, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, and that would mean that I am pulling out of the port here in beautiful Key West, Florida, aka Margaritaville, and I'm going on a little bit of an adventure. Going to be going on a sandbar cruise. It's a 5-hour trip with I think it's called Sunset Water Sports, and we're pulling out here. You can see we got all the kayaks down below. So you got the kayaks, and we're gonna go out to a sandbar. They're gonna feed us some lunch, and we're gonna do a little bit of kayaking. So, oh, fantastic! This is gonna be great. All right, so here we go on our first stop. This is Channel Key, and we are going to be kayaking here in the mangroves. Look at this! Wow, fantastic! Really nice. All right, so here we are. Look at this. We're out on the kayak. Oh, what a beautiful day. So that's the Sunset Water Sports. If you're coming down here to Key West, oh, it's just fantastic.
Down here in the Florida Keys, if you don't know, we're basically just a whole strip of a sanctuary. So any water you touch, grass you touch, anything, part of the sanctuary. Out here we have about 3 types of mangroves, and they only really stretch from down here up to about midway past like southern Florida, then they stop. It's more of a tropical type of plant, so they really only stay there and down. We have 3 types. We have black mangroves, white mangroves, and red mangroves. You can tell what kind of mangrove it is the same way you can tell a tree on land by looking at the leaves, its roots. But with these guys, it's going to be primarily where they're located. So these guys right here are going to be your red mangroves. You can tell because they're so far offshore. So our red, our white, and our black mangroves, they are more onshore or near shore. And the reason why is because these guys here have all these bumps on the pores, and those are that mangrove's pores. So these pores open and close to get salt water out, keep salt water in, so they can really regulate how much salt water they're getting in and out of them. The black and the white mangroves, they don't have this capability, so they just eventually get drowned out by salt water because our tides down here get very, very high and also get very, very low. Big reason for these guys and why they're so important to us and why we're looking at them, why they're protected, is basically the same thing as a coral reef. People like to kind of call them an above ground coral reef of the Gulf of Mexico, which is where we are right now. That's because these guys really love shallow water. They need to be able to put their roots down eventually and bury it down to the sediment. The sediment's like a very soft, silty, so it's very muddy. Like if you like put a foot down in this right now, you're gonna sink down about an extra foot. It's very soft. They need to be eventually grab on like that. Our Atlantic gets deeper much quicker than it does out here. So it's much more shallow out here than it's gonna be in the Atlantic where our hard reef is, our barrier reef. These guys do a lot against protecting us with wind, erosion, storm surge, all types of stuff. We are literally a rock in the middle of the water, in the middle of the ocean, so we really don't have any type of protection from any side. So our reefs are protection on the south side, this are protection on the north side, west side, all of that. Just to give a little perspective on why they're so important, with our can get them, so they have time to actually grow and move out and keep going. Then while we're looking at these, you also notice some orange leaves, red leaves, yellow leaves. These leaves are called the sacrificial leaves. So just like any other plant, it does need a dose of fresh water. So these leaves will absorb moisture from the air, rain, stuff like that, move it all throughout the mangrove just so it can.
All right, with lunch in our bellies and the kayak stowed away, we're headed to the sandbar. And look at this, just out in the middle of nowhere. You see these boats all docked here. And this would be the sandbar. Isn't that something? Look at that! Wow, fantastic! Oh, it's Miller time. Fantastic! Wow, isn't that something? Fantastic. People just hanging out. I'll give this some instructions. instructions and be able to go out there and hang out for a little bit.
Everybody,
It's time.
we've made it to the sandbar, exactly, yes. We've got about an hour and a half till about 3:15 to hang out, frolic, have a good old time. We've got stairs down at the front. At the bottom of the stairs, it's about pocket deep on Josie, so maybe my mid-thigh. And then depending on where you walk around, it's going to be a little bit deeper, a little bit shallower. Underneath and behind the boat, we do have kind of a deep channel, and there is a bit of a current going that way. So maybe let's stay on the sandbar and not swim around and get pushed off back towards Key West, where now we have to pick up the anchor and come rescue you. Okay? Also, please don't jump off the boat. Very easy to misjudge your landing up there and twist or break an ankle or a knee or worse. We're going to put that big foam lily pad that's been rolled up in front of my wheel, attach it to an anchor out in front of the boat.
Wow, look at this. Fantastic, just fantastic. All right, so here we go. Let's see. Whoops. It's not very deep. Let's see if I can do this here without falling. Oh yeah. Oh, it's cold. It's cold, but it feels good. Oh, it feels really good. Look at that. Oh, fantastic. Ooh. I got a beer in my hand and the toes in my toes in the sand. Oh boy, this is fabulous. You know, for the price, under $30, you can't go wrong. You really can't go wrong. The sandbar and kayak on the Miss Vaughn. The catamaran's name is the Miss Vaughn. So, oh yeah, fantastic, just wonderful. All good things must come to an end, and this wonderful day here in Key West being no exception. We're pulling back into the marina, and what a wonderful day it really was. It was worth every penny. Just a wonderful experience. So we'll be back on the dock here in just a moment, and hope you enjoyed the trip. Now we'll go find a nice place to have maybe a margarita. Have a great day.